Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective oracle and affirmations for today. Today is Wednesday. It is March 11th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's affirmations. So we're going to use 3 decks. I pulled cards from each deck. My goal was to pull 2. The dream cards, there was an odd number of cards, so I pulled 3. And then I had 1 fall out with the runes. So we got 3 decks to go through. This will take 5 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, maybe. I don't know. This is the Dream Decoder deck by Teresa Chung. We've got Being Chased. Okay, this one is, I gotta, because it's too dark. Being chased in a dream is a powerful indication you're trying to avoid someone or something in waking life. Running away or feeling the need to hide or escape usually carries the same meaning. Even when no specific threat appears, when the identity of the threat is apparent, it may offer you clues, but it remains vague, generalized, or unknown, as it often does. Chances are it has an emotional source. Perhaps you're trying to deny or hide from painful feelings, or you may be running away from a responsibility or expectation, either self imposed or placed upon you by others. If you continue to avoid dealing with the issue, there's a likelihood that this unsettling but common dream will recur. Such dreams can be hard to interpret since they require a considerable degree of self-understanding. Using a close friend as a sounding board can often help. I think I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you guys are people that, if you tend to have a lot of dreams and you remember them, but you don't necessarily know how to decipher them, I would look into getting a book. Look online. Go to Barnes and Noble. Go to Amazon if you still shop on Amazon, and find a book about dreams interpretations. Okay, I'm not telling you can't go buy this deck. Go buy this deck. It's an amazing deck. I just think it would be easier for people to buy an actual book. That way you just have it on hand. It's going to have the same things. You know what I mean? I mean, that's where Teresa Chung got that, right? I'm just saying. Great deck, but I definitely recommend getting a book if you want to decipher. We got fire. Fire or fire-related images such as volcanoes, fireworks, burning, or smoking probably indicates that you're experiencing passionate emotions in your waking life. Fire is purifying, illuminating, and the source of life, so it could suggest personal transformation or enlightenment. However, if you feel threatened or injured in your dream, perhaps you're putting yourself at risk playing with fire. Something urgently needs your attention before it gets out of control. It can't be ignored or avoided any longer, as it has the potential to be destructive. If you burn alive in a dream, maybe you're being over ambitious or too driven or too eager to impress. Maybe you need to take some time out to avoid burnout, especially in a professional context. If a firefighter or fire extinguisher appears, perhaps you're learning to control your emotions, even if you aren't yet doing so. So there's reason to have good hope of personal progress. I did not like the part about being on fire. I was like, what? I was like, you just put that in there. You just threw that in there. We've got people. Some dreams are empty of people, some are heavily populated. Frequently, people in a dream will represent aspects of your own personality or preoccupations. This is true of friends and acquaintances, but it can also apply to strangers. A useful point to remember when you have a puzzling dream about someone you've never met. The key to understanding might be what they say or do rather than who they are. People working together might suggest the importance of cooperation. Perhaps you envy a relationship that seems to be more harmonious than yours. Or perhaps you feel isolated in your job and would like more contact with others. Others? People bumping into each other may denote frustration about individuals who are involving themselves in your personal affairs, or simply a deep-seated wish for more solitude. If there are people present when you are doing something private, such as using the bathroom, this usually indicates insecurity or low self-esteem. Okay, I don't think I've ever had a dream like that. Not that I remember. In the bathroom with you. Put it in the comments. I would love to hear. Oh my gosh. All right. So the next deck is the Runes for Modern Life. This is also Teresa Chung. It's Teresa Chung Wednesday. I'm just saying. I'm just looking for the page number here. All right. We got Thagaz, meaning dawn, daylight. Thagaz is the rune card associated with dawn and daylight and is therefore a symbol of new awareness and hope. To the ancient Norse people, is it Norse or Nor? Norse? Nor? Each new dawn and the welcome light from the sun breaking through the after nighttime uncertainty was a miracle. Okay, that was too run on and not at all coherent. To the ancient Norse peoples, each new dawn and the welcome light from the sun breaking through after nighttime uncertainty was a miracle. So whenever Thagaz appears in a reading, it tends to be a very good sign indeed. Success is on the cards. However, to ensure that this success materializes, it is important that you continue on a path of self-improvement and think and act positively. Hope is often a crucial ingredient for success in life. So if you are going through tough times, this card reminds you that darkness is always followed by the dawn and a new awakening. You need to have renewed faith in your ability to pull through. Another association with this card is personal transformation. It suggests that you are growing rapidly in self-awareness and are having or are about to have a major breakthrough. Sorry, every time I read from this deck, something goes wrong. Like my speech is off, my mouth is watering, like I'm having like all these issues. I think I'm gonna because I cleanse these decks before I read them, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to do something about this deck, seriously. Because it's just weird every time. That's why I don't go back to it like I used to. I feel like all these cards are in order. We got Oth Allah, meaning prosperity, inheritance. Oth Allah is the 24th and final rune card. It pays tribute to your family heritage, both the material possessions you have inherited and the attributes and traits that you were born with. When this rune card appears in a reading, you are encouraged to think about your ancestors and your current family traditions, which influences and beliefs from your past, including your childhood, have shaped your life and contributed to the person you are today. How far do these beliefs chime with your own? Do you feel there is a conflict between what is expected of you and who you really want to be? Either way, this card calls you to be true to who you are and to let go of beliefs that you don't feel in tune with anyone. That you don't feel in tune with anymore. Beliefs that you don't feel in tune with anymore. It needs a comma there or something because it just did not come off right. And again, it's probably just me. What truly matters to you, what truly matters to you? Question mark. An alternative reading of this rune card is that you should research your family history to discover what the past can teach you about who you are and where you came from. Okay, I got one more card to stumble through, and then we will move on. Seriously. And I think this is the worst it's been, but like I can feel it. Like there's something wrong. There's really something wrong. Last one. Jara, meaning year, harvest. There are strong seasonal associations with this card. This is the rune of the good harvest, or the culmination of a year, or a cycle of planting and growing that results in fruitful crops. In other words, this card suggests that there have been many tough obstacles for you to overcome, but you are about to feel the peace that comes when success is hard earned and justified. Your hard work, patience, and discipline may soon be rewarded. Enjoy those rewards when you receive them, but don't relax too much. There is a forward momentum with this card, and you are advised to plan ahead. The seasons of the year have a relentless quality, and you need to prepare for the inevitability of another winter, when resources may be scarce again. Above all, this card reminds you that life is cyclical. Cyclical? Okay, that was just me. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Cyclical? I think it's cyclical. And that during the good times, you should build up your strength, learn lessons from any hardships overcome, and prepare for the future, whatever it may bring. We're going to move on from that. I seriously don't know why it's so hard for me to read that deck. Seriously. All right. And last but not least, we've got Angels for the Modern Mystic, Angel Messages from Teresa Chung. We've got the Angel of Tears. Let it go. And I think we had this one last week, but I can't remember. And I did a shuffle. I don't know. It takes a brave heart to show I mean, I did more than one shuffle, but it takes a brave heart to show vulnerability. Ask the Angel of Tears to help you find the courage to express your feelings. If someone has rejected, criticized, or upset you, remind yourself that what others say is about them and not you. If you are facing struggles and challenges, be mindful that growth never happens in your comfort zone. If you feel sad for no reason, simply let the Angel of Tears pass through you and gently wash away your pain. Tears can heal. Feelings of loss, sadness, or incompletion happen for a reason. Express and release whatever is hurting you in a safe and loving way. Your feelings, whether they are happy or sad, should not be bottled up. You are pure energy, and your essence must always flow. Tears. I've told you guys a million times that I cry all the time. It's very cathartic, it's very therapeutic, and quite honestly, and I've said this before, like we're taught as children, people teach their kids as children to not cry. It's a sign of weakness. But in reality, when you think about it, to show yourself so openly is probably the greatest show of strength. And I've told you guys before, I cry in public, I cry at work, I don't care. I don't care. If I want to cry, I'm going to cry. I'm going to release that energy, and I'm going to bring forth a more positive mindset for myself. I'm not going to sit in that. I'm not going to sit in that at all. Nope. We've got the Angel of Self-Esteem. You are always enough. Confidence is essential for a happy and fulfilling life. Ask the Angel of Self-Esteem to help you truly value who you are and bring you feelings of self-worth. A positive mindset will attract success. If you often feel lonely and unloved, learn to love and value yourself in the same unconditional way. The Angel of Self-Esteem loves and values you. Focus on your strengths rather than your weaknesses. Become your own best friend and ditch the self-criticism. Understand that other people can't increase your self-worth. It doesn't matter what they think. It matters what you think. Because others reflect the value you place upon yourself back to you. Set boundaries and say no when those boundaries are crossed. Stand tall and feel powerful. Every morning when you wake up, say out loud or in your head, I am enough. I deserve to love myself and for others to love me as I am. And I've talked about that before, about like external validation, things like that. It's great for other people to speak positively on your name, to say great things about you. But it means absolutely nothing if you don't believe those things about yourself. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a fabulous Wednesday, and I'll talk to you later.